NBA 2K26 is approaching fast, and 2K just dropped so much damn information. We now know the cover athlete, the different versions, and the launch date, and a bunch of other good information. We're gonna break it all down in this video. And I also wanna know your opinions on everything. So leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you backhand that like button and share this video with your friends so they can be caught up on all the 2K news. And also, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to your boy because I'm bringing you all the hottest news and we talk about it the real way over here, not some of this fake fluffy stuff that those other content creators do. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. What's good, chat? It's your boy G-Rilla, again, the realest to ever do it on YouTube, back with some more 2K news, and today we got a banger. So 2K went ahead and dropped the cover athlete for NBA 2K26, and they did it in kind of a weird way. So if you go on Twitter, Shams Charania, or however you say his name, the guy who does all like the Shams bombs who basically replace Woj, he sent out a tweet that said, "Summer of SGA, MVP award, league scoring title, and NBA championship finals MVP, a 285 million Supermax extension, let me hold $1, first signature shoe release, and now SGA will grace the new cover of NBA 2K26 per sources." So he kind of made it seem like it was an NBA leak type situation, which was really weird because 2K's never really gone that route to announce a cover athlete before. And then basically 2K went ahead and quote tweeted it in with little eye emojis. And then maybe a few minutes after that, NBA 2K went ahead and showed the cover art for NBA 2K26. And that got a lot of people talking. So this is it right here. You basically got SGA on the front of it, and you got some Celtics defenders that are kind of blurred out. And me personally, I don't care. I don't care about the cover. Most of us are buying the digital copies of this game anyway. I used to buy the disc version just so I could collect the cases and like have them stacked up on a shelf somewhere. And I kind of stopped after about 2K21 because the covers became more and more basic. And based off of last year's one, I don't know why people assumed anything would be any different for this year's. Last year's was pretty much an AI generated looking minimalistic cover, and this year's followed suit. But it's not just 2K that's kind of doing that. A lot of companies are doing these minimalistic logos and ads, and 2K is just kind of following along with the trend. We're probably never gonna see those super artistic covers anymore because again, most people are buying it digital. And why would they waste money to pay an artist for something that's gonna be really small on the launch screen of a system? So again, it really makes sense that it's not super crazy or super artistic. But that's not all. They also went ahead and released the covers for the other versions of the game. So we now know that Carmelo Anthony is gonna be the cover athlete for the Superstar edition of the game, which is again, a little weird because they used to call it the Legend edition. So I'm not sure why Carmelo is a superstar and not a legend because he's in the Hall of Fame, but hey, it's the Superstar edition. And again, cover's pretty minimalistic, but I really like this one. Again, it's basic. It looks like a thumbnail that I could have created, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. And I know Carmelo's a fan favorite, so I'm actually really happy to see him on the cover. But again, that's still not it. They then went ahead and showed the WNBA cover athlete, who was none other than Angel Reese. I know damn near everybody thought it was going to be Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese has also been hooping, and it's good to see her get the recognition that she deserves. And yes, it's basically the SGA cover, just WNBA version. But again, that's not all. They also released the cover for the Leave No Doubt edition. And this is basically like the highest price edition of the game that you can buy. And for this one, they kind of combined all of them together. And by far, this is my favorite one. I think this is the like artistic cover that most people were looking kind of forward to. Again, in my opinion, still very minimalistic, still kind of AI-y. This could have easily been done on Canva, not a sponsor. But like I said before, who's really going to be paying attention to this after the game comes out? Matter of fact, give it a week, no one's going to even be talking about this. And along with the cover athletes, we then got some of the first looks of those players in the game. And the first one is SGA. I'm going to put the 2K25 version of SGA on the left and the 2K26 on the right. I don't know if it's a huge difference. Again, this is that sweaty photo that they put out every single year. I feel like the graphics for 25 look pretty good, and for 26, they also look pretty good. And this is Angel Reese. Again, same thing. Looked good in 25, looks good in 26 to me. And last but not least, this is Melo. Same thing, sweaty picture, good lighting, looked good in 25, looks good in 26. I don't notice a huge difference in graphics. And they also released a 20-second trailer that's voiced by Spike Lee. And why that gets me excited is, if you guys remember 2K16, which is widely known as one of the best 2Ks ever created, Spike Lee was the one who basically directed, wrote, and created that My Career story. And I feel like they have not used him since. So maybe this is 2K's way of showing us that Spike Lee might be back on board for another My Career story. I really hope so, because bro, My Career's been boring for like the last 5 years. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't even really remember the story from 2K25 or 4 or 3. I remember being in the studio at one point. That's about it. 2K also went ahead and released the pre-order information for 2K26, and you can also go ahead and pre-order now. Anyone who's pre-ordering this game before we see any gameplay, you're literally insane, and you're the exact problem that we have with the game right now. Stop it.
Get some help.
But these are going to be the pre-order bonuses that you get for each edition. I'm not going to go through every single thing, but basically for the WNBA or the standard edition, you just get 10K VC if you pre-order. Superstar edition, you get 110K VC, and you also get the 7 days early access bonus if you pre-order. And then for the granddaddy of them all, the Leave No Doubt edition, you get 145K VC and a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to go into detail for every single thing. But one of the most glaring things that you're missing out on this year is there is no NBA League Pass. Now, I'm not gonna lie, NBA League Pass was the only reason I ever considered buying the most expensive versions of these games. So it's kind of crazy that I didn't include it in this year, which leads me to believe that, like I said in my last video, 2K finally has some competition. So not seeing that on this list, oh, that makes me feel so good. But it does suck that we're missing out on something that we would normally get for pre-ordering the same game. And the last bit of information we got is going to be the release date. So if you pre-order the Leave No Doubt or Superstar edition of the game, you get to play the game on August 29th at 9 a.m. Bright and early, be there. Now for me, as a content creator, I have to basically get at least the Superstar version so I can play it early. But I can promise you, I will not be spending that extra $50 to get the Leave No Doubt version. I'm just not super interested in getting a 2K puffer coat. And that basically wraps it up for everything that 2K dropped today. Again, this was a ton of information. And like I said, some of it is getting me a little bit more excited for 2K26, but a lot of it, who really cares? But if you made it this far in the video, again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about everything that 2K dropped today. And again, please go ahead, backhand that like button and drop a sub if you're brand new, because like I said, I'm going to bring you all the real news from 2K. We're not doing no fluffy BS around here. And also, if you are a 2K content creator of any size, keep watching. I got something special coming for you in about 15 seconds. You don't want to miss it. But like I said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Calling all NBA 2K content creators, players, and haters. The R.O.O House is putting on a one-of-a-kind event every Saturday. This is a chance for you to not only help build your community, be discovered by new people, or maybe finally make that comp team that you've been trying out for years. This is Shoulda Been Hoops. The perfect place for all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas in the NBA 2K community. Make sure you pull up every single Saturday where I, G-Rilla, will be hosting tryouts that's open to anybody, and I mean anybody in the community. Big or small, we want them all. Come showcase your talents on the big screen. You never know who might be lurking in the chat. And if you ball out better than anybody else, you might even earn yourself a contract. Click the link in my bio or the description down below to get more information about the Shoulda Been Hoops tryouts. Join the Discord too, where we have a community of people who are always trying to hoop. I can't wait to see y'all there again this Saturday. Pull up and be ready to get buckets. This is Shoulda Been Hoops.